This tutorial will show you how to use custom reports to produce company-formatted reports containing graphs, statistics, and data from within TotalView, all generated with the click of a button. The use of custom reports will require a Microsoft Excel license. Your first step is to format your report template, including graphics, headings, and static text entries using Excel. This step will be completed without the use of TotalView. Leave room on your template for everything you plan to export from TotalView. Export options from TotalView include the date and time of report generation, the value of any configuration attribute, any created and saved chart, any saved data log or flaw report, a bench link results grid, measurement properties, scanner properties, SPC results, window captures, process tracker, the active recipe's name, and a capture of the entire screen. Measurement properties include flaw detection results, current specifications, tolerance checking results, and the measurement offset, applied recipe, and last reported value. If you have standard SPC, here are your export options to include the PP and PPK performance indices. If you have upgraded to advanced SPC, here are your extended export options to include the CP and CPK process capability indices. Here is an example of a custom report template. I started with the date and timestamp of report generation. Below I have recipe details followed by SPC statistics. On the following pages I left room for a trend chart, a histogram, and an X-bar range chart. Once you have finished customizing your template, save and close it. The next step is to link the spreadsheet cells with the values within TotalView. With TotalView open, click the menu TotalView and then Custom Report. Next, select Open Workbook and press OK. Browse for your saved template and click Open. Arrange the template and the Custom Report Names window for simultaneous use. First, browse to find your desired tag name. Then click the desired blank cell for insertion, followed by another click on your desired tag name. Then click Add Name to Workbook. TotalView accomplishes this link using cell names within Excel. Notice that the assigned cell now has the desired tag as its name. Continue linking TotalView data to corresponding cells in your template. Look under SPC for all of your SPC data. To find spec limits, look under Measurement. Once you have finished the individual cells, move on to Charts and Graphs. browse to your desired chart, expand to show import, then highlight the range of cells you wish it to cover. Click on the chart's import tag and click Add Name to Workbook. Before the charts will show up as advertised in your report, they will need to be saved to the hard drive using an action before the report is generated. I will show you how to do that in a few minutes. Here are the same steps repeated for a histogram, and then for an X-bar range chart. The final tab I have included on the template is for a data log. Click on the top left corner of your template. Click on Import under your desired data log, then press Add Name to Workbook. This will anchor the top left corner of your data log to the selected cell. Once all the links have been made, click to save the spreadsheet. To close, do not press the X on Excel. Instead, press the X on the Custom Report Names window. Your custom report template is now programmed. To use the template, you must create an action macro. Enter full configuration and actions. First, create the individual actions and then add them to a macro. Execute Add Action and select Report Generate Custom. This will be the final action in the macro and will generate the report based on your assigned template. Ensure you have an appropriate action name. Click the next tab at the top entitled Custom Report. Browse and find your saved custom report template. If there is a file password, enter it here. It can be saved to the hard drive, printed, or both. Make your selection. If your selection included Save Report As, your next tab at the top will be Auto File Name. Create a file name using the variables in the drop-down menu above. Select each desired variable and click Insert Variable. If you do not want your report saved in the standard data login folder under the Total View folder, include a complete path with your file name. Keep in mind the path may also include variables. Ensure there are no spaces at the beginning of any folder or file name. If you want to change the file name extension, enter or select a new one here. An entry not consistent with your Excel version may prevent the file from opening. When complete, click OK. Next, create a stop action for any data logs and a save action for each window, chart, or graph that you link to be pulled into the report. During report generation, TotalView will pull the data from the saved file on the hard drive and transfer it to Excel. If your selected content does not transfer to the report properly, take a look at its respective saved file. The first chart I linked to the template is a trend chart. To save it to disk, allowing insertion into the report, start by executing Add Action and selecting Trend Chart Save. Enter an appropriate action name. Then click the next tab at the top entitled Auto File Name. Create a file name in the same manner as for the custom report using variables from the drop-down menu above. If you want to change the file name extension, enter or select a new one here. Then click the next tab at the top entitled Trend Chart. Highlight the name you gave to your desired trend chart. Then click the next tab at the top entitled Image Size. Ensure the values you enter match the aspect ratio of the cells you selected in the custom report template. Then press OK. The next chart I linked is a histogram. To save it to disk, allowing insertion into the report, start by executing Add Action and selecting Histogram, Save. Now complete this action definition in the same way as described for the trend chart. The next chart I linked is an X-bar range chart. To save it to disk, allowing insertion into the report, start by executing Add Action and selecting X-bar range chart, Save. Once again, complete this action definition in the same way as described for the trend chart. The last item I included in the template that first requires saving to the hard drive is a data log. This is accomplished by stopping the log. Execute Add Action and select Log, Stop Selected. Enter an appropriate action name. Then click the next tab at the top entitled Measurement Logs. Select the log or logs included in the report by clicking on them and then clicking Add. When complete, click OK. To give the hard drive time to finish saving your graphs, next create a sleep delay. Execute Add Action and then select the action type, Action, Sleep. For the action name, type Sleep 200. Then click the next tab at the top entitled Sleep. Enter 200 into the blank representing 200 milliseconds. Then press OK. Finally, combine all the necessary actions together into an action macro. Execute Add Action and select the action type, Action Macro. Execute List of Actions. Give your action macro an appropriate name. Click the next tab at the top entitled Actions. First, add all of your save and stop actions needed before report generation. Click and press Add for each of these actions. Now select the Delay action, followed by the Generate Report action. This is also a handy place to automatically reset the SPC plan. First, insert another delay, then add the Reset SPC action created in the SPC tutorial. Now, with the action macro created, it can be executed on demand for report generation. One way to accomplish this is by assigning it to a button. To learn how, watch the following tutorial on actions and buttons. With the action macro assigned, I will press the button to generate the report. Now you may browse for and open your custom report. Thank you for watching. This has been Tutorials by Joel.